So my previous video is posting and be sharing momentarily as we start play here. And we're going to now start bringing the Kush Last factory back up. But after we connect Asham and Mallowell, but we're going to change Mallowell's name. You can do that. Click on the Town Hall, which is this building right underneath the name. There's various types of buildings you may see, so it depends upon whether it's a city or a town. Click on the name up here, highlighting it. Double click it. And then come up with a name. And I think we're going to call this Southland. And that's a good name for it. And Southland will be our first renamed city in the game, practically. All right, so we've got that set up, and now it's time to take and do service between Southland and our other community. Why? Because we need to start getting workers out to where they can work at. And that'll increase the production at the mines and steel factory and car factory. So we're going to grab a bus. The stalls are no longer available. Boy, I don't like that. You know what? How Not to Game includes how to cheat. And cheating is, cheaters never prosper. Yeah, my foot. People who teach you on the taxes prosper all the time. So let's go ahead and go to our tools. So we're going to close the road for a second. Got our tools open. Go to settings. Go to the economy and cities. Allow buying obsolete vehicles. In the middle of the game, we just did it. Now, if we click on this guy and go ahead and unpause the game, show obsoletes. And there in the obsoletes is the stole bus. It also brought back the sedan chair and the rickshaw. Hey, we could have some real fun. That's a real jam up, trust me, when you put a rickshaw on the street. All right, so let's go ahead. We've got our bus, and we need to take and serve our two communities. So get the road set up. Serve as much of the town as we can with one stop. Come over here, and we're going to have to service this town with two stops. So we're going to do stop like this to deal with the dealership. And one about here still serves the dealership, but also serves the rest of the community. And we're going to rename that car shop to the Ashram main stop. Ashram. The Grand Bus Stop. There we go. So we're going to set up our bus to take and run from here to here. And that is Southland and Asham. We have been forgetting to name the vehicles, so we'll go back through and name a bunch of vehicles as we go later on. Now we've got to hook in for plastics. Plastics are going to generate out here, and let's see what we've got. We've got one oil field pretty far out too, two oil wells and an oil rig feeding into this then goes over to the car factory with the plastics. Our workers live in Hillville and Pinedon, so we've got to get a rail in from Pinedon because that's 83 people. So Pinedon's going to need a second station. And that's going to be tough because of the way Pinedon grew. We may have to start building some weird stations. Or pull the station out of town a bit and service it a different way. Maybe we'll call it the abandoned station. Who knows? But we've got to take and figure out where that oil field is first. So where's the oil field? Well, oops, jumping the gun here. Get him highlighted so he's open. So that, again, like I told you before, makes it so that you can see where things are. That oil field's up there, the other side of Pinedon. So Pinedon's going to need service to the oil field to keep it running and service to the refinery. We might just have to change where Pinedon Station is and rebuild. So we're going to go with that, but the oil rig might actually be a good option because we're not that far out. You know what? I think that might be a good option this time. Let's lose the road, go to rail, lay in some track in the lowlands here. We do need to take and do a change in one spot like that to allow the dock to be built. Go to ships, close the rail now. We're going to build a quay with pier. There we go. Sticks out a bit. And then we need to build a shipyard. We're going to put the shipyard over here by the river base. And here comes the problem. Do we have an oil barge? Oil tanker. The Enco oil tankers. And this one's going to be called, whoops. Do it right here. The Grumpy Gus. Eastern Transport Steamship Grumpy Gus. Now we got to schedule him. And he's got to go from here, the oil rig, to our dock. Going to make him do a full 100% load. And this is going to be Sea Tanker 1 line. With him started, now the ship will start heading over to there while we begin building infrastructure to get the oil from the other sites and also back over as plastics first to the sites that we need it at. So we need to take and do some terraforming. we're going to bring this in a different manner than before. We're actually going to do a double line entry. There we go. And exit with a siding just outside the station in the throat, a throat siding. So we're going to call this the refinery throat siding. Or we could just call it the throat. And then run our line to about here, and now we've got to start working it over towards joining up to this. And the question is, do we want to join before the river? I think we do. And we're going to let it auto run it, and then do a little bit of work to smooth the corners a little bit so they're not sharp 90s. Have just the one jog off. We can fix that down the road. It is going to make the bridge a choke point. So we're going to need something to alleviate things on the bridge. And I think that the best way to do that is to put in a new siding here. Take out this signal so that we don't have a jam up. Set a signal over here for now, two-way. So this leaves this section here as a total blockage all the way over to the signals, but at the same time, not much I can do with the early setup. We're going to get our first plastics train going. And I think what we're going to do is instead of doing it, we're going to clear this guy, clear his schedule, put on new cars, which are going to be, so I can do the 20-cent per kilometer plastics that carry 15 or 40 cents that carry 24. So double carries less, but it's capable of 10 miles an hour more. We're not really going those kind of speeds with a sacker, so we're just going to go with the lightweight guy. And we're going to do a 4-car or 4-tile station out here. Put in our station. So our output line. He's unloading his first load of oil. Wow. This is good news. We got a blue ribbon for cruising at 37.9 kilometers per hour. Nice. So our schedule for this guy, go ahead and move him over from there. And he's going to go to here, but we're going to take an add in and connect this up. Like this. Put in our signals to one-way this in so he doesn't try to back out. Put him into the proper loop. And down the road, we're going to either have to do a second line here or here. I'm going to bet here would be better because that would make it into a true siding. Let's go ahead and bring in that input. Oops, did it wrong. Did it wrong again. There we go. Now it's all one. Extend these guys out by one to make them 4 stations as well. Set him up for 100% load. Promote this to a line. Plas Pellets Prancer. See if he's going. Nope. Now he's going. Comes out, does his reserve check on the line. We'll see how he does. And just because I'm feeling ornery, we're going to follow along for a little bit. This has been a long video. Guys, I'm going to let you go on this. Thanks for watching. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.